Uh, you have a spiral staircase.
Yes.
Each stair is a reincarnation. The central
Yes.
pillar is the ascending portion.
A very good analogy.
Okay, so today our next 30 minutes is a special program where Vidya will talk about the importance of self-realization. So I'll hand over right away to her. Go
I
ahead,
just
Vidya.
want to say something.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Vidya. I used to think of these wars something different and something out there. Today you connected it with our own lives. That gave me a very new perspective. And thank you very much for that.
Yeah, Baba.
Okay, Baba.
So I have a small presentation. I'll try to populate that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
I can share it, right? I can.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so when you're sharing the
Visible.
PPT, you're not seeing me or you're seeing both?
You're seeing both, but you will be in a small size. Yeah.
Okay. So, importance of God realization in human
Just one
life.
second. Just one second. So if you want the video, you just have to click the bottom of the screen. If you're on desktop, laptop, the videos come up and become full size. If you want the PPT, click on the PPT part of the screen. So it
Okay, I
toggles
got.
between the two. Yeah.
So, I would.
Yeah.
I
Just
can
go on
only
full
see you
screen mode.
talking. Okay, whoever talks will appear here on my screen, isn't it, Karte?
Yes. Yes. They will.
And now you're able to see all the slides, or you're able to see. Should I go like
No, no. You have to go to slide screen mode. That was better.
this
Perfect.
one?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Importance
rest
of
of us can go to mute as and when we have questions, unmute and jump in. I'm going on mute as well. Thank you.
And Karthik, you're doing it as a separate recording or it's part of the discourses recording?
Oh yeah, thank you for reminder. I'll just record.
yeah. Please record.
Yeah, it is being recorded, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is it being recorded? I don't
Yes,
know.
it is being recorded, but it's continuing from the
No,
earlier.
no, I stopped earlier. Stopped
Okay.
and started. Yeah.
Okay.
So Jai Meher Baba. Importance of realization, God realization in human life is the topic that is given by Baba. So I this body will make an effort to speak as Baba wants it to be spoken about. Um, just few insights. Why does Avatar come back again and again? I know we have discussed quite a lot in God Speaks and Discourses and all that, but I think some responses here that why does Avatar come back again and again to this to Amidas or to the earth? Why does he come back? Any insights? I mean, personal insights.
To my mind, if I may add, is that basically there's a lot of cleansing of evil, or let's say the cleansing of the sanskaras of humanity. So Avatar comes again and again to sort of you know help humanity out of those sanskaras on the path of evolution and involution. So it's God's gift to man that he comes back again and again to
Okay.
help us.
Okay. Thank you. Great. Good insight. Thank you,
Can I
Ashok.
can I make
Yeah.
a comment?
Yeah.
Okay, since I'm very cerebral, which you all know, for me, in the big picture, top down is that this is all a divine game. And we have seen that, as I said earlier, in this divine game, everything is very fine tuned. This whole universe, the material universe is fine tuned. Similarly, the spiritual universe is also fine tuned in terms of laws of karma, law of divine grace, and so on. So there is a concept which I mentioned earlier called entropy, which means that every orderly system tends towards disorder. And again, I've talked to Karthik about this and Sunil also, and I think I mentioned that it's like a game where the creator plays this game, the author of the drama is playing all the different roles, And what is happening out here is that the game has been released during each avataric time with an operating system and how to lead life. But what happens between the 700 and 1400 years based on the entropy law of entropy, that things start to go into disorder. So the analogy out here is it's a kind of a computer software game which gets released into the universe. People play the game based on the rules, then a virus gets in. So what happens is the virus needs to be eliminated, dissolved. So the creator comes again and again, in this so-called time-bound 700 to 1400 years.
Mama, can you come back and can you tell me without keeping your knowledge aside, all the reading, because let's just be normal and what is your thought about your personal experience? I agree with what all you're telling. Fine. I mean, I think we all have read and understood, but I'm just looking at everything from human point of view, a normal human being.
Okay, let me keep it
fair
very
enough. I think the comments and interaction will focus on the time given to the person today, right? So we'll keep the brief comments and questions to come in to add value or clarify, rather than expound a new concept.
In
Okay,
one
got it.
line, it is just to give the humanity, overall push to the humanity. That's why Avatar comes down again and again.
For me, as a bullet point, I would say that is pure consciousness, is a Paramatma, and we are Atmas who are not different from the Paramatma, except we have polluted with sanskaras. So he's basically an example of how a human being could become pure consciousness like him. That's it.
Okay, so so good. I think at least we have three perspectives about why Avatar came, and after reading so much and after interacting so much and being part of so many groups and our own understanding, we are telling that Meher Baba has come amid us to give a push to humanity and unburden the humanity of sanskaras and to raise the consciousness of human beings. Is that the 3 points that are made? But do you think that perfect masters are not good enough to do this work for him? There are already so many human beings, there are so many people, there is so many avatars that have come and given so many words to humanity, lot of scriptures that are already there, all that we have so many religions talking about it and all. Is it not enough that all that in material is already given and everyone knows about it? So why does an avatar come back again and again? So
times change and things need to be put into perspective of the current reality of humanity. So I think perhaps Avatar jumps in at that time to reorient the humanity and make it clearer what is the correct way to lead their lives and awaken them, as Baba says.
Okay, good. I think, that is very close. I think we are very close to that. My understanding.
I think there are certain things which are not in domain of even perfect masters. And humanity started, it's going beyond even their domain. So there is a gap between. So they need to come down. The avatar has to come down for that.
So the answer, thank you, Neha, for sharing that. Namita, thank you for sharing your inputs. Yes,
Can I say something?
Yeah, carry on.
This may be because of the weakness of the humanity not to learn. So because of that, repeatedly, we need to be told.
Yes, you are absolutely right. You're not on. I think why it happens is God loves humanity so much. He's extremely compassionate, and he is in love with his creation or his own self so much that my understanding of this is like he loves humanity so much that he comes himself to give that to help those people himself, because his presence, it is like when a teacher comes himself and starts teaching it, or when a guru comes himself, his presence has got a very different impact altogether, because he is himself a god, he's himself god. So Avatar comes himself to meet us because of his love and compassion for the humanity, and to help few aspirants who can realize himself. And in a way, yes, the other topics that have been said, that to speeden up the process and to help few people who have been there already and pursuing him seriously, so those kind of things. But the real answer is that. And the other thing is, it is not about he's coming here to give us realization, God realization. His only motto, his whole message, and Baba has all his life said that work on yourself, pursue God realization. Work on yourself, pursue God realization. You may get it in this world life, or you may get it in many lives, after many lives. But your job is to put the sincere effort for God realization. This is what Baba is doing. Now let us look at, we have been reading God realization, God speaks discourses, and we have enough knowledge about what Baba is trying to say. What I am trying to put the human side, I'm trying to tell Baba the human side of the story. What is the outlook of a human life? When God is telling you, go pursue human God realization, what is our side of the story? What is God's view? God is saying you are only one soul. You have many forms. You have many lives. You evolve. You're going through evolution process and involution process, and you are reaching me finally. But if you take a normal man, his life starts when he is born on this earth, and till the time he is here, and ends with his death of this life. This is because normal human being has got only gross consciousness. He does not understand anything else. He has got an earthly life to lead, and there are certain goals that he want to achieve in his life, whether material, spiritual, whatever goals he wants to achieve in his life, and he dies. And he doesn't know what happens after that death. If you take a normal human being, if you don't dwell upon the, there are few people who know more than that. But if I take normal human beings, so this is the human view, and this is the God's view. Now, what are the human difficulties in pursuing God realization? There is a life at hand, and there are demands to be met, which is the first priority of a human being. And God is also telling you, go do your duties sincerely, meet all your demands. And if you are setting up the more you are dealing with life, you have more commitments to be met. So he is asking us to do all our duties diligently. Then what is the connection between establishing a connection between spirituality and life is very difficult. I mean, if we are not able to understand, even if I realize God, will I get, will my life change? Will I have powers to fix all my life's problems in one go? Will I get something more that in hand that I will, because why are we pursuing God realization? A lot of people do it because they're fed up of life's problem. They think we have done with everything. Now God is the only person to be pursued. Otherwise, there is a bunch of people who are leading a normal life and they're pursuing their goals. Nothing wrong with that also, right? So a connection, establishing a connection between spirituality and life, and it becomes very difficult. I mean, you say, fine, I do 2 hours of meditation, 3 hours of reading, so many hours of thing, and when I get up from all of this, I have a life to lead, and I have, the problems are there only. Nothing has changed. When after you have done all these things, also life has not changed. So there is a connection, it becomes a problem. The second thing is God realization is uncertain and unpredictable. Even after putting your best and giving all your things, there are people who have cried. They have banged their heads against the wall saying, why is it not happening? It is like, I have given all my life to this, but still not. I mean, Upasani Maharaj is the best example. I get so inspired by his story, like how much he suffered for God realization. I think that is the real effort, from a human side to approach God. And it is unpredictable. Even after all these things, you don't know whether you will get it or not, because you might say, I don't know whether I'm going through evolution or involution, whether I'm on the plains or I am not nowhere. I mean, whether I'm getting somewhere or not getting somewhere, there is no clarity. And it is, God realization is not in human control. When God, it's not in our control, the mind is very restless about it. It says, I don't know what's going on. So when something is not in my control, I don't want to pursue it, because human beings like controls. And an average intelligent mind definitely likes control. So then we talk about God's instructions are tough to follow. I mean, this is the first time Meher Baba has simplified the instructions. Otherwise, if you go through the previous avtaric instructions, they are quite tougher, more tougher than Baba's instructions. Here, Baba has given simple thing: love me, be honest, don't be hypocrite, don't backbite. These things are very clear. The 7 realities we read every day are like so much in normal English, but still they are so difficult to practice. So in a way, though they look very simple, they are tough to practice. And loving God is a very big problem for everyone I have seen. They say, okay, we love in our own way. We go and place. Maybe we are doing pujas, aartis, bhajans, kirtans, reading his literature, or doing whatever from our side and trying to be very good to other fellow beings and doing a lot of social work, helping other people, volunteering, everything we do. But still we feel that we are not able to connect to God, or we are not able to establish that one-to-one loving relationship with God. And then we think that what's going on? I mean, how do we love God? Is a very big problem. These are the problems from human side to God. That's what I have experienced. Is everyone seeking God realization? So let's say whoever is coming to Baba, is everyone seeking God realization? I have seen in my experience, not everyone is seeking God realization. Some of them, the moment they reach Meherabad, some of them really feel so good, because they feel unconditional love of avatar is magnetic. I mean, I have interactions with these foreigners, and I asked one lady, what do you like about this place? She said, oh, I feel loved so much. No one has ever, I mean, I think someone has to go on mute some noise. So, she said, I feel so loved here. No one asks me any questions. I'm accepted unconditionally, and I don't find such kind of love anywhere. So I like to go to Meherabad.
Go on mute, otherwise we won't be able to hear Vidya later after the recording. Someone is on.
Yeah. So this unconditional, because avatar has got this magnetic power, so people go there to experience that love that probably in the outside world is missing. Some people feel disappointed with the world, having done everything, tried everything, done. I mean, they have whatever they wanted to, they have done, and then they ultimately turn to God, because after doing everything, they don't get the satisfaction they are looking for from the material life. So ultimately they say, okay, I didn't get anything, so I'm turning to God, whether it is Alexander, whether it was Emperor Ashoka, or you go to anyone for that matter. At the end, all the mighty people who wanted to conquer the world, have great wealth and have great popularity and be famous in this world, they gave up everything and tried finally pursuing God, because only when we know ourselves, that's what in many stories we see, I have not conquered the world, but I've conquered myself. So that person who has conquered himself is the happiest of all the people who are trying to conquer everything else. Now this story is known to us, but still we know this thing, but still we go and pursue a lot of things in our day-to-day life. Baba said, world is unreal and I am real. And he's standing in front of us. Not that you have not seen him, or like we have not seen Rama, we have not seen Krishna, we have not seen Jesus and Muhammad. But we have seen Meher Baba, we are seeing his videos in the gross world. Like the videos are there and pictures are there, and there are storytellers going on telling stories about Baba. So we have seen all of that. But in spite of that, what are we doing? Many people are going and pursuing other things in the life. And there is an emotional way to pursue God, and there is an intellectual way. Now there are a bunch of us who all think that we want to know God because anything unknown is very intriguing for us. The human mind wants to know everything. They want to understand. The knowledge they dwell upon knowledge. Then there are the spiritual people. I mean, they love God. They want to love God, and there is a bhakti aspect to it, because bhakti gives a lot of satisfaction. Oh, today I have done 1 hour of puja. I feel so nice about it, and with that feeling, I can carry on for the whole day. But next morning, if something hits you during the day, next morning you go to God with same feeling of, oh my God, I am still again sinking. So one more hour of commune with the God. God heals you. Go back and do the same stuff. So these are the various aspects that I have seen that we pursue God realization. So now coming to the next, what is the importance of God realization from human side? Now, this is my understanding. What are the benefits of God realization as a human being? All answers of life, death, and all journeys are in God realization. One answer to all questions is God realization. If whatever are the questions, I mean, am I right? Am I wrong? Am I this? Am I that? All answers are there. Then there is. We can't feel complete. I mean, I didn't feel complete in anything except for finding God realization. Only when God realization is there, then there is completeness. Otherwise, when you say that, even a young couple who gets involved, get married, and they try to be very loving towards each other for a couple of years in the beginning, and slowly they start kind of losing interest, and they go back to their lives, start pursuing their goals and all. So what my understanding is, after some time they start feeling that, oh, this is not what I was looking for. I thought one more person would make me complete, so I would go and explore that area and that would give me completion. But later they figure out that that is not giving them completion, so they start pursuing other goals. Men start earning money, the women start maybe from Sudha Murthy or someone else who can do utilize maximum of their time. They could probably use their time in service if they don't have to work for money. Then God realization gives you complete knowledge of past, present, future. I mean, whatever you want to know in this universe is all available to you when you achieve God. Completion is experienced. If we can ask whatever we go and kind of pursue, the completion is experienced only in God realization. I'm not explaining God realization specifically because Baba has said everything about God realization, and no one has got any authority to explain further about God realization. Whatever I may say will be words, and the words are only then it is not complete. So I don't want to explain God realization here. I'm only telling why is God realization important. It gives you completion. You stop pursuing anything else. We don't need anything else. We even if we keep quiet, it is fine. If we talk, it is fine. Even if we are killed, it is fine. That is the completion. We are not seeking anything else after that. Then God realization gives us firm grounding at the center. When we are grounded at the center, there is a lot of peace in life. I mean, everything is at peace and everything is in rhythm. Even in midst of COVID or in midst of war situations, in midst of whatever may happen in the world, one is grounded at the center. There is calmness, there is peace. And I don't think we need anything else. Human beings just need this love, peace, calm, and being happy. Going back home is always beautiful. There is something about going back. If God comes and gives someone mukti in 1 minute and says, fine, you have done something great, I'm giving you mukti, it is not so beautiful. But when you pursue God realization, go step by step, take that journey, understand God, have a loving, divine, loving affair. That is very beautiful. Like you are talking to God, being with God, responding with Him, having this romance is very beautiful. I mean, if Baba is forcing us in body, and he's put us in the body, and he's asking us to do something good, to do have a good divine romance, we'll never regret. I think that's and if Baba has put me in the body and he's asking me to live for few more years, I will only tell Baba I'm enjoying Baba's divine romance. That's the only good thing about life. Now, this also about, I don't have to go. I mean, if one is who's God realized, he doesn't have to go and convince other people. Come on, feel the God the same way I am feeling. Do what I am doing. This is not required. I mean, we don't have to just go and push other people into God realization or baptism, and all these things are not required. Just stay, and that stay is beautiful. Now,
what is the difference between God realization and self-realization?
This is a technical question. I think you can go and read. I think God realization is definitely higher than self-realization, but we will go and read Baba's words to understand the difference between self-realization and God realization. To me, God realization means nirvikalpa samadhi, in other words, for me.
Vidya, can I ask you a question? Do you
Yeah.
feel God realized or do you feel God aware? Is the awareness of God, is that awareness in you, is that the awareness in you, or do you feel God realized?
Are you asking my awareness? Are you questioning
Yes.
my awareness?
Yes. Do you understand?
I don't
Do you have God realization or do you have awareness of God? Because if you have God realization, you don't really need to be in human form anymore. That is, I mean, that's exactly what Baba has written in every book. So, is it the awareness of God you're talking about, or is it you're referring to God realization?
I think, Samira, that's incorrect. You know, if you're God realized, you can still be a human being and help in humanity.
But you won't be kind of doing your day-to-day activities. God realization also, you generally on a much higher plane, you would be a perfect master. You won't be kind of you won't be interacting the way normally people are
No,
interacting.
incorrect. There are 56 God realized souls at a time. Some are Majzub, some are Paramahamsas, some are Jivan Muktas, and 5 are perfect masters. So there is, these are God realized people who play an active role on earth, passively or actively. So
But
I
they're
think,
not generally very verbal, according to my understanding. They just
yes,
work
Majzub.
on
No,
different
no, it's
planes.
not like that, Samira. It's not like that.
So I would ask, I mean, Samira, I humbly request you to stay with that question, because we are on the sessions for some more time, and I'm not going to declare my awareness, or I don't have the need to prove my awareness to anyone as of now. And if Baba wants, then maybe that will be shown. Or if I mean, whatever is your perception, whether I'm God realized, God aware, and I'm God not God, or I'm on the journey and I am not nowhere. I mean, I would leave it to you to be with that understanding as of now. I know your inquiry is not challenging, you are not being judgmental, but you are just trying to understand the situation. So I understand where you are coming from, because I've been there, I've done that. So I'm okay with you being, I'm okay with you being there. And you please continue to judge my understanding and all that stuff. I'm fine with it, Samira. I'm
No, I'm
totally
not
fine.
judging you. I'm just trying to understand. So
Yeah,
that's
fine. I mean, if you are trying to understand me, but I opt not to answer that question as of now. Is it okay with you if I don't
okay. Yeah,
answer
sure,
it?
Baba. Yeah, fine.
Vidya, I also has this thing in mind, and I think I have asked you this before, and we were
Yes.
not able to discuss on this subject. That when in your past incarnation, like leaving your life on Baba's lap, you know, so that is it. What is more than that,
Yeah.
isn't it? If somebody, Baba says, if you are taking my name in the end, you will come to me. So you were on the Baba's lap. And when you, as Dr. Neil is
I request
quietly
everyone.
come back.
Yeah, Neha,
Okay.
I just want to tell this one thing because we listen a lot of things like we so and so has reached Baba. I mean, anyone who drops the body, we say so and so has reached Baba, which is, I'm not saying it is incorrect, but the perceptions are many of this. So
Okay.
we need to accept that there are many perceptions. When you say one has reached Baba, there are many angles to this, and
Yes.
our understanding is limited because we are trying to understand the human mind. So we have to be aware of it. I'm not saying go change your, we should go and change our understanding or we try to understand everything right now. But I'm saying we should be aware that our understanding might be different and it may be limited because Baba's world is very big. Okay, so
if I can come in for a minute, if I can come in for a minute, I think I admire the way Vidya has been delicately and sensitively and maturely handling this. All I would say is let's focus on the message. The message she wants to give us is how God realization is important. So let her finish that. Let's not get on the personal side of it and more focus on the message. So with that, over to you.
Because in the interest of the time, maybe we can still go on with this.
We'll still talk. I'm sure she is open to discussing this at length, and we will give all of you the opportunity as well as her to respond. But for this occasion, let's focus on the message that she's come up with.
So, in Baba's world, and when we approach Baba, there are various stages that I see myself going through it, and I have seen my close friends and who have been my relatives or my own family, and even the other people who, when I go and meet people at Mehrabad, I've seen that there are some stages that are designed that is emerging. One is when you go to Baba, there is this entry, which is like if you go into a jungle resort, if all of us can imagine a jungle resort, when we drive into a jungle resort, there is a beautiful reception there. They put a nice flower garden there, and you know there are someone to receive you, and then they tell you the rules and regulations, ki do this, do that and all. Then we all feel good, and there are like same people like us who have come for the adventurous trip, so we try to relate to other people, and this is what we are doing when we are first going to Baba. I think that is a beautiful gardens place, and then we have a lot of disagreements in that area also. Then we try to tell a lot about ourselves, that oh, this is my experience, this is where I've come for, I've been to that resort, it is even more beautiful, or this resort which is very far but makes sense to go there, or some are on hill stations, some are on the beach sides, but we share all of that. I think the various spiritual schools and the faculty we come from, the various religions we come from, is this context that I have been to this Baba or this God or this religion, and I have so much of understanding, and we want to demonstrate our understanding or try to teach or kind of get acceptance from everyone that this is my understanding, and please we want more confirmations of our understanding. Then there is a check-in process. Then in Baba's world, there is a check-in process. Someone tells us do's and don'ts of this place. You can do this, you cannot do this, and maybe trust is doing that job, beautiful job of telling us what are do's and don'ts of processes. Then next level is the activity. Like that when you go into a resort, then they tell us the activities. You will have a table tennis room, and you might have a tennis court room, or you have a badminton place. So there are a few games that you can play to get a flavor of, and maybe some fitness activities are done for us to go on the real adventure. So these are like pictures and videos and Baba literature that we read, and there is an activity that is happening around this, and these are preparing us for real journey. Then the challenge is then it comes practice. So once we have known something, we have seen something, and now we have this desire to practice it. And then we see a lot of dining room conversations when you go to MPR or on this thing, that lot of people are telling how they are practicing it, what Baba told them, and there is this video which is giving this message. So I went and did this, and this is the reaction of this, and there are a lot of experiences that are getting discussed at Baba's place, which is nothing but practice sessions. Then the real test starts, which is the adventurous trip. Then you go on, you are asked to go on wild river rafting, or you are asked to walk into the forest alone, or to go and deal with wildlife, or you have to do things that are really, there you really need courage to do those things. That is a real test. And each of this experience gives some learning and growth. The ultimate learning and ultimate growth that Baba gives is God realization. So, this is Baba's, this is the way Baba's world is unfolding to the extent I can understand. This is what is happening in his world. In the interest of time, I'm going to the next slide. What it takes to walk the path. Now, God realization is not an easy path. It's obviously chosen by few people. What it takes is conviction. And conviction could be many and many and many. Someone would say, I'm Bhakti Yoga. Someone would say, I am Jnana Yoga. And someone could just say that I'm just being here. Maybe I'll take few more lives. But conviction, whether Baba is God or Baba is not God, whether you have complete faith or you are testing the waters, or you are, it is one of the places that you are visiting. There are many Baba places in the world. So this is Meher Baba is just one more Baba in this universe. Is it that? Or you have conviction that Baba is the avatar and he is one who can give God realization, and you stick to it. Come what may, you stick to it. That is conviction. The second thing is courage. Unless you are courageous and you can risk everything of you, God realization journey is difficult. I mean, this is what it takes. You need to have too much courage to go through this. And you need infinite patience. Baba may test you and test you, not one time, he may test you for millions and zillions of lifetimes. Do we have infinite patience for it? Yeah, grace is there, compassion is there, Baba's love is there, all that is there. But do we have that patience? The next thing is practice. Simple practice, honesty. Let's take in this world, honesty is one practice. Baba said, just be honest in your life. How many versions of honesty are there, and how much do we compromise, and at which all places do we compromise in our life? If we just take one of this word and test our life, we will get to know how much we are practicing. There is no need to do anything. There is no need to go and prove anything to anyone. Just take one and check whether you do your self-assessment. What is called a self-assessment, we can do. So practicing Baba's words are extremely difficult, and he has made it by design difficult, so that because God realization can be only given to say 56 people by number. I may be right, I may be wrong. Let's say at a given time only 56 God realized human beings are there on this earth. Only 56 people can get God realized. Out of zillions of people, only 56 people. Why? Because it is tough. But there is a lot of importance to human effort. That doesn't, you can't say that it is tough, so I won't pursue it. It's not just acceptable, or shouldn't be doing it. And the other thing is, just now I said, focus on self. There is no need to be judgmental about others. There is no need to be passing comments about others, because the moment you go, not that it is required or not required, what is important is the moment you go and shift your focus to the other, you lose the sight of your goal. And it is important that we don't lose the sight of our goal. And I am extremely selfish to pursue God realization so that I can unburden Baba of that one soul at least. If I pursue God realization, I become God realized, I am unburdening Baba of something. So I'm extremely selfish to get God realized. And I will focus on myself. I will not focus on, waking up the whole world, because it will happen. As the Baba's thing, it will happen. And unlearn and learn. It is very important. Every moment you have to, even till after you reach God realization, after you have reached seventh plane, then is a next journey that comes. For that journey also, the seventh plane master has to unlearn and learn. So there is no ending to learning and unlearning and learning. There is no end. One has to be open for it. Non-judgmental, this is where ego test, limited ego's test comes, because the normal thing is, how can someone be little more than me? How can someone know little more than I know? I have done so much of work. How is it possible that I don't know about this? Why is Baba more compassionate to XYZ and why not me? Now, these things are coming out of love for Baba. Everyone wants God realization. Everyone wants a piece of Baba. But we are passing those judgments to prove in our own world that I am better than so-and-so XYZ. That is why we make some judgmental comments. That actually becomes a hurdle on the God realization path, because you go on a different trip to prove yourself right. This is my understanding. I have read and done. I will say I don't know anything about God speaks. I don't know anything about discourses. I don't know anything of any literature in this world, but I can love God, and I can be happy if I can say that. Why shouldn't I be that way? I mean, do I have to really know all the literature and all that? I'm just saying it for an example. It's important to read Baba's literature because it gives clarity, of course. Then importance of awareness of ego. Now, whether it is real ego, whether it is limited ego, that we will know when we follow the knowledge path. We will understand what is the real ego, what is not the real ego. All that is there. But awareness of ego. When is ego coming in and making you say few things, making you do few things? And are you doing it selflessly? Are you doing out of selfishness? Is there a limit? Is there an agenda, or there is no agenda? That awareness is what is available to us. It doesn't need, it is available to everyone equally, and we can use that common sense whether we are working out of ego or we are not working out of it. Now, connecting to divine love. Connecting to divine love is simply beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful. However, since it cannot be said in words, it cannot be explained in words, all that you can say is, I aim to connect to divine love. Now, the heart that Kama keeps saying it, I had this whole experience of once I offered my heart to Baba, and Baba crushed my heart. Totally, he kicked my heart. And when he kicked my heart, the glass part of the heart fell apart. You know, there was a green, if you can imagine that Mera Naam Joker's, Raj Kapoor's heart. There is a glass piece, he's holding his heart and he's with great love. You place it in front of the Baba and he kicks that heart. From that glass part, the flesh part of it, which has got blood, which has got flesh, which has got life, which is beating. Baba wants that heart. Baba doesn't want this glass heart. So he crushed my heart and he picked up that heart, which was very little in size, small in size, but it had life. You know, that is connecting to divine love. Now, what is real sacrifice? This is something which we have to understand. You have to sacrifice. The real sacrifice is you sacrifice yourself. And when you sacrifice yourself, it is not about sacrificing the gross comforts, discomfort, or this thing, all that. It doesn't mean all of that. The real sacrifice is your inner sacrifice to attain the purity, to reach God realization. Everything of God should be in you. If God is compassionate, you have to be compassionate. If God is love, you have to be love. If God is like knowledge, you should be having knowledge. If God is power, you should have power. All that, when you reach that purity, all the traits of God and everything of God matches your trait, that is when the unity happens. To attain that purity, to be like God-like, and that is when Baba asked, why should I give you God realization, not the next person? What makes you eligible to get God realization? To attain that purity, there's so much of sacrifice that is required, and that is what human beings got to do. It's not about doing service and all that. Everyone, Baba's world, Baba is telling very clearly, focus on yourself. Focus on your journey. Focus on your God realization. Don't try to go and change the world. That is not your game. So with that, I come to the end. Purity, same purity as God is equal to God realization. If there is time, I can take, I think I have, is everyone there or I am talking to myself?
Yes, we are here. We are here. Very much.
Thank you so much.
Engrossed.
Oh my God, this is something else. Thank you so much. You have opened my eyes. Thank you so much for sharing.
Very
Wonderful
nice, very
this.
nice, Vidya. Very nice.
It
Really
was
very
it was smooth
Yeah,
like
very
butter, you know. There was there's I have no friction in my head in whatever you said, you know. It sits so beautifully within myself. Thank you very much.
All the
Thank you.
Baba pictures were very, very beautiful. I was just looking at Baba pictures. Sorry.
Presentation, delivery, and from the heart. It's beautiful, really. I could cry at this moment, but they know me as a cry baby, so I won't.
It gives lots of clarity, lots of clarity.
Jai Baba.
Really, lots of
Yeah.
clarity.
I
Any
think we are
questions?
glad Baba sent you back.
There is
Thank you so much. Though I'm not fully glad I've come back, but I will do his work. Yeah.
So who would look after us? We also need some help. Jai
Everyone.
Baba.
the first part
questions?
of your
Go ahead.
the
Sanjay.
first part of your presentation where the pain the aspirant feels, that was really beautiful, and that all of us are passing through maybe in that process, that there is a life to be lived and life to be pursued with Baba. And there's a beautiful bhajan which Madhusudan has written, is that मैं राह चलत हूँ मंजिल की रही दूर नगरिया रे राह में बैठे खेल अनोखे मन ललचावत मेरा. So it's a very beautiful song. Maybe some other day
Next day,
there's
next
time
day
I'll sing it.
sing that song.
I'll sing it.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. The व्यथा जिसे हम लोग बोलते हैं हिंदी में, the व्यथा of the aspirant, it really talks about.
Very nice. So, any other
I
comments?
have taken more time. So sorry, right? But I just went in the flow. I think I missed the time.
No problem. So, if there are no questions, we can
Time
wrap
well
up at this
spent,
time. Time well spent,
Yeah.
indeed. So, look forward to seeing you all tomorrow morning. For as
You'll be
always,
sharing this presentation, right?
Yeah, I will share. I have already shared with Karthik. Karthik, can you please share it with
I will
others?
do that. I will do that. Do that. I'll post it and also share a link on the group. Thank you very much for being a
Jai
part of
Baba.
this. Thank you, Vidya, for your presentation. Have a great weekend and see you all tomorrow at 7:30. Jai Baba.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vidya.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba to all.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba to everyone. Yeah.